the first thing, and it's something that I have to convince people about all the time, is there's not one set of EMS laws. In the United States, there's at least 50 sets of EMS laws. EMS is largely a state and local function. You have some federal stuff, obviously HIPAA, some of the bloodborne pathogen stuff from OSHA, obviously your employment law, and of course the 800-pound gorilla in the room, CMS, with all the regulations as to how EMS gets paid, and that we don't get paid if we don't take them to the hospital, because apparently we're just a giant taxi in CMS's view. And then, of course, with CMS, you also get into some of the stuff with EMTALA and with CLIA, which is the lab stuff. If you ever wonder why they have the certificates in the ambulance or in the back of the protocol book for your glucometers, CLIA is why. But the majority of EMS law is at the state level, and each state approaches it very differently. I know this will shock anyone who knows me, but I am a huge fan of all things Texas. And one of the things I'm the proudest of is our Texas EMS system, because we're one of the few states that has a true delegated practice model without a scope of practice, without state protocols, without a state formulary. You go to some states, California, where to actually change the drugs that paramedics can carry requires an administrative rulemaking process, possibly even legislative initiative. Texas, it requires a signature from your medical director. So that's a huge difference, and every state approaches these things differently. Everything from how EMS is regulated to I'm trying to remember his name. Gary Ludwig used to be the EMS chief for Memphis Fire, and he talked about that they had to change the state law in Tennessee to allow ambulances to be painted any color other than white with an Omaha orange stripe, because they wanted to paint their ambulances the same color as the fire trucks. So that just gives you a huge, just a touch of it. But it frustrates me every year, and I don't want to bash, but I'm going to make an observation. It frustrates me every year when I get the email that says you need to participate in EMS on the Hill Day and go to Capitol Hill to lobby for EMS. No, you need to go to the state legislature and lobby for EMS to have the laws it needs at your state level, and you need to lobby your county or your city or whoever to adequately fund EMS. I joked a couple of years ago on Twitter that we can't defund EMS if they were never funded adequately to begin with.